typical Thursday practice. Guys seem in good spirits. They practice well. Pretty daggone efficient practice, like what we did. Again, learning to practice better and better. I've said that. Very few repeats anymore. Guys getting bouncing, understand what to do, just getting better and better. And hopefully taking to the field. Got a heck of a road trip to come along. That's a very tough place to play. And they always play us well, and they're going to be ready to get a win for them. We need to get a win for us, so it'll be two really competitive teams. Questions?
Since Joe isn't here, I'll ask for injuries.
Oh, it is. All right. Wilkerson got banged up a little bit. We're not sure he had. I don't know if it's a concussion or something there. Of course, Bobo's probably going to be out indefinitely for that. And then, of course, we lost Landon Dickerson yesterday to an ACL in practice, so he'll be out the rest of the year too. And the typical guys that are always out.
Wilson going to get the start there?
Yeah, Wilson. You have Wilson and Derek Kelly ready to go.
Did you just get ran up on?
No, it was. Just got bumped, pulling around on a guy, and just bumped. It wasn't even just got caught. If you saw it, you wouldn't think it was anything. Just a freak thing. Shame because boys coming on playing good. But we have Wilson and Derek Kelly ready to roll.
Jimbo, in the past years, you kind of had your receiving totals kind of a little top heavy with Rashad and Nate getting the bulk of the receptions. This year seems kind of a little bit more spread out with a couple other guys. Are you making an emphasis to spread the ball around a little bit?
No, I think that we have more guys, more versatile. And it's more like, back when you had KB and Rashad and Kenny and Nick then, it was really spread out with the back, and then the backs too, because the backs caught a lot of balls. It just shows it, and also is a very big thing that your quarterbacks know what's going on. And what I mean by that is either the other guys are getting developed, but the quarterback's reading coverages, not throwing into coverages. That's why we don't have many turnovers that way. Getting guys the ball that deserve to get the ball. Well, I'm saying not deserve, but are supposed to get it on each play by the coverage or what goes on in the matchups, and more guys are starting to win and get developed. And that makes you a lot harder to defend, in my opinion, when the ball gets spread around more.
And some of those other players know their roles and know when it's time to block, where to be.
Oh, they do. They're learning and growing. Like I said, we still got a long way to go in that area, but I'm very pleased at the progress they're making. And like I say, Nooney's stepping up. Auden Tate when he gets his chances, and then of course Travis is playing really good. Of course we lose Bobo, but then these guys are stepping up. Even Kermit had a great game last week. The backs are still catching the ball. Izzo and Maven, when they're getting chances to catch it, even though we had some balls that's supposed to go to them, they get covered up or things go happen. We don't have a problem throwing to any of them. We feel very confident in it.
Jimbo, Wilson and Derek Kelly both have started in the past, but then lost those starting jobs. How have they practiced during that time? Have they progressed? Yeah,
they played well. They have not went away, as they say, went away. Stayed pretty hard, took all the reps, played well, and had good weeks this week. So it's a good thing to have some experience.
Jimbo, this is why you guys do the cross training, right? To get guys that play different positions.
Oh, you do. You have to. It's just the bodies and the way the game is, and like I say, the injuries, the way they come sometimes in bunches and flukes and different things that happen. But you guys got to be ready to play different positions in different places.
When did Landon have an injury?
Yesterday. Yesterday or the day before. Heck, now I'm asking. It was late Tuesday. It was Tuesday after practice, and we didn't get all we had to do the MRIs and all that stuff, and we confirmed everything late yesterday.
Jimbo, why has NC State been such a hard team to play on the road?
They always have. It goes back to, I think they're always have been a good football team. If you go back to the history of NC State, look how many quarterbacks have got in the NFL. How many they got, do you know?
I know Phillip Rivers.
Got 4. Got Phillip Rivers, Russell Wilson, Brissett, and Glennon. You got 4 guys. So what I'm saying is, very good players, really good receivers, good skill guys, always got good quarterbacks, defensive people, rush guys, good D linemen. You research their history, they've always had really good players, and that's a great environment. Sets down that pit. And of course, I think in Florida State's North Carolina and Florida State, the 2 games that they always sell out every year. You know what I'm saying, when they're there. So it's a big game for them. They like to play. Florida State's always a marquee name. They'll be ready to play. And a lot of their kids come from Florida. If you look at there's a large number of their kids that always have, for the history of that school, have always come from Florida. And, so they play these kids well. They know them. I think there's a lot of reasons.
How do you manage a player like Wilson who's used to starting and had for a while and then loses the job for one reason or another? Do you stay encouraging, or how does that
you're very encouraging, and you're honest and up front with him, and you say, listen, you got to keep playing. You don't know when your opportunity comes back, and when that opportunity is, you got to be ready for it, because as a team guy, and he's done that. He's done a great job of that.
Is there a way that you can kind of eliminate a slow start? I know last time you were there.
Up there, they were on fire up there. I don't know if it was a slow starter. They were on fire. We scored the first drive of the game. We went down and scored. They scored, and we scored. But if you remember, Jacoby got tackled 42 times and only hit the ground once. He was getting hit and diving, and slinging balls, and he made about 4 plays in that first half that were about as good as you'll ever see. And got up, and then of course we came back, and it got to be a heck of a football game. But they always seem to do well.
Carlos Williams had a big game. He had 3
He did.
touchdowns.
He had 3 touchdowns, ran the ball well. We were able to have Jameis do 3 or 4. Bobo actually caught 2 touchdowns up there that time. He had 2 that day. It was a good day. I think it ended up 56-41, if I'm not mistaken. That's what the score ended up, and it was a heck of a game.